our jam space is claustrophobic. It's got to be that way. I've always been really proud of Melbourne. It's one of those cities that, you know, when you go overseas and then you come back and you appreciate it for different reasons.
Coming down from Sydney, I hadn't been to Sydney. We went up to Splendour and just realised that we've got a really good culture down here.
There's pubs, there's music, we see other bands and that.
Having 6 guys in a band, we've got guys out west, we've got guys out east, we've got guys in the north. You know, I'm lucky because I don't have to travel as far as anyone else to get anywhere, really.
When I heard that Jules was from South Yarra, I was a little bit worried.
You know, we would never really buy anything from around here. We don't go to the local butchers or we don't buy vegetables here or anything like that. It's expensive.
Oh my God!
Are you kidding me?
If you wanna lip-sync your cigarettes, slow down for your money. Slow down.
We've got a strong live music following, and you know that's where our band started off. But you know, we're not a recording studio project. We had our first show about a year ago. We played, you know, 50, 60 gigs since then.
But I think one of the reasons that we got, well, a little bit of success that we've got was because we worked so hard at the start and played loads of dives.
At the Richmond Club, and we went out there and Central Club in Richmond, and we went out there and played a gig, and there was only about 20 people. From that gig, there was another band on the bill, and they actually invited us to go to Cherry Bar, do a show with them, and it turned out that James Young, who owned Cherry Bar, said come and do a residency, and from that we ended up picking up our manager Wally. What's music worth?
So it's worth a hell of a lot.
We wait all week to play music, just filling the time by going to work. You know, I just don't want to be going to work anymore. I don't care about it.
There's so much shit that needs to be done. But yeah, I think 3 or 4 of us have 9 to 5 jobs, not including young Rick there, who's a master at getting cash from Centrelink.
Because I don't have a job, I've got a lot of time.
Yeah, it'd be good not to be at work.
No, in the next 2 years, I'm confident to know that we're not going to be going to work anymore.
We'll be on less than minimum wage, but at least we won't have to have a proper job.
We might be fired, but at least I'm not going to work.
The lead up, the build up to playing at Splendour was, you know, all exciting, and this is quite huge. But 5 minutes before, I felt like vomiting.
It was daunting because you're stepping into somebody else's world, really. You know, they have big bands coming and playing their stages, and you know, we're nobody. You almost feel like an intruder, you know.
What I learned was that I really want to be close together if we attack a big stage like that again. Don't worry about the space, just worry about our energy.
It's hard to interact with thousands of people playing with a 10-metre gap between you and them.
Of course I want to play in front of 100,000 people, and of course I want to play in front of 20 people that love
I
it.
love playing in tiny little venues. It works both ways. We feed off the audience and they feed off us. Yeah.
Fuck, you got good answers, man. You should talk more. That's the best thing I've ever known. Thanks.
I think the challenge for us is to create a great recording. The problem with studios is that it's an unfamiliar environment. Bands need to feel comfortable to play well.
Sometimes we go to a bedroom. If you book in a rehearsal studio, it's just a place of congregation.
It's not always the same space, but we come with the same mentality all the time. It's tight. It's not always comfortable. It wouldn't work any other way for us. It's got to be claustrophobic.